AI gives the answer in 10 seconds, but the machine still will not start. The customer is still angry, and now the problem looks nothing like the one on the screen. That is when everyone turns to the Gen X guy. He listens to the sound, he notices what changed, he remembers what happened 20 years ago. Then he tries something nobody searched for, and it works. That is the part people keep getting wrong about AI. AI can give you answers, but it cannot always tell you which answer actually fits the real world. And there are 5 Gen X skills that may become more valuable as AI gets smarter. Meet Ray. He is 56. He keeps a small notebook in his pocket even though everyone else uses an app. He does not hate technology, he uses it. He just does not trust an answer simply because it appeared on a clean screen. One afternoon, a system gives his team a clear diagnosis. Replace part A. Everyone agrees. Ray does not. 3 things do not fit. The failure started after a different repair. The noise is coming from the wrong side, and the machine works perfectly when it is cold. Ray looks at the screen, then at the machine and asks one question. What changed right before this started? That question sends the team in another direction. Eventually, they find the real problem. Part A was fine. Something had been installed badly during the earlier repair. That is the first skill, judgment. AI can find patterns in information very quickly, but real life gives you missing information, old information, and people who explain things badly. Judgment begins after you get the answer. Does this make sense? What is missing? What does not fit? What would have to be true for this answer to be wrong? A lot of Gen X adults worked for years before every problem came with a search box, so they learned to test an answer against reality. That habit matters even more now, because when everyone can get an answer in 10 seconds, the valuable person may be the one who knows when not to trust it. But sometimes the bigger problem is not a bad answer, it is that nobody has asked the right question yet. There is a difference between solving a problem and finding out what the problem actually is. Imagine your car will not start. AI can give you a list of possible causes: battery, starter, fuel pump, bad connection, sensor, useful information. But that list is not a diagnosis. The diagnosis starts with questions. Do the lights come on? Does the engine turn over? Did this happen suddenly? Did anything get repaired recently? You narrow the problem before you start replacing things. Ray does the same thing with people. A younger coworker says a client is difficult. Ray asks, what did they actually say? The answer changes everything. The client is not angry about the work. They are angry because nobody called them back yesterday. The technical problem was never the main problem. The real problem was trust. That is diagnosis. Finding the problem underneath the complaint. It works at home too. A daughter calls because the heat in her first apartment stopped working. She has already searched for answers. Her dad asks one question. Did anything happen right before the heat stopped? She remembers the power flickered that afternoon. Now they are looking in a better place. Good problem solvers do not rush to prove they know the answer. They first make sure they understand the problem. A team can look lazy when nobody knows who owns the decision. A business can keep fixing the wrong thing because the loudest symptom gets all the attention. AI can help you explore possible causes, but someone still has to ask, what are we actually dealing with here? And sometimes you can diagnose the problem perfectly and still have no proper tool, no clean solution, and no time to wait. That is where the third skill takes over, improvisation. A lot of Gen X childhood came with fewer instructions than people would allow today. The chain comes off your bike 3 miles from home, you put it back on. The cassette tape gets eaten, you find a pencil. Not every solution was elegant, but you learned something important. When plan A disappears, the day does not end. You make a plan B. Improvisation is not random guessing. It is using what you have instead of freezing over what you do not have. Ray once needs a certain tool during a job. The right one is somewhere else. Waiting for it will stop the job for hours. He looks around, finds another tool, changes the setup, protects the part, and gets the work moving again. A younger coworker asks, "Is that how you're supposed to do it?" Ray says, "No, it's how we're doing it today." That is practical improvisation, not reckless shortcuts, not ignoring safety. It is understanding the goal well enough that you can reach it by another path. Real life changes while you are standing in it. A delivery does not arrive, the customer changes the request, the person who was supposed to help calls in sick, now what? Sometimes the situation changes faster than you can describe it, then experience matters. You remember what failed last time. You know which rule can bend. You know which rule cannot. That feel comes from years of trying, failing, adjusting, and trying again. And there is another kind of information that rarely appears in a manual. The information people never say out loud. Picture a meeting. The numbers look fine. The presentation looks fine. Everyone says the project is on track. But Ray knows it is not. Nobody will look at the operations manager. The person who normally argues is suddenly quiet. Two people keep saying, technically yes. And the deadline has been mentioned 4 times without anyone saying who owns it. Nothing on the slide says trouble, the room does. That is context. People do not communicate with words alone. Tone matters, timing matters, history matters, who is speaking matters, who is not speaking can matter even more. A spreadsheet can tell you what people reported. It cannot always tell you what they were afraid to say. Gen X spent much of its early life reading situations without a digital layer explaining them. You learned whether dad was in a good mood before asking for the car. You knew which teacher meant stop now, even when they only said your name. You could tell when a friend wanted you to leave, and sometimes you knew when that same friend wanted you to stay and ask what was wrong. That does not give Gen X magical emotional powers. People still misread rooms, but years of face-to-face life gave many of them practice with signals that are easy to miss on a screen. Context is why the same word can mean 2 different things. Fine. From one person, it means fine. From another person, it means you should probably sit down. AI can process the words, but a human still has to understand the situation those words came from. Which brings us to the 5th skill, and this may be the biggest one. Knowing what to do when there is no perfect choice. Most important decisions are not puzzles with one clean answer. Should you repair the old machine or replace it? Should you keep the reliable employee who is difficult or hire someone new? Should you spend money now to prevent a problem that may never happen? There may be data, there may be advice, there may even be an AI recommendation, but somebody still has to own the decision, and every choice has a cost. This is practical intelligence. Not knowing the most facts, knowing what matters now. Ray has seen enough to understand that the best answer on paper can still be the wrong answer in the real world. The cheapest repair can cost more if it fails twice. The fastest choice can create 3 new problems. A perfect plan can be useless if nobody will follow it. Practical intelligence asks different questions. What happens next? What can go wrong? What am I missing? What will this choice cost 6 months from now? Can the people involved actually do this? That last question matters because real-world solutions have to work with real-world people. The tired employee, the stubborn customer, the old building, the limited budget, the deadline that is not moving. That is where experience becomes useful. Not because older automatically means wiser. It does not. Experience only matters when you learned from it. And some Gen X adults collected decades of small lessons because they had no choice but to solve problems as they came. But this is also where Gen X can make one serious mistake. Thinking experience means you no longer need new tools. This is not an argument against AI. That would miss the point. Ray would be making a mistake if he refused a tool that could save him 30 minutes. AI can research, summarize, compare, draft, find patterns, give you a starting point. The smart move is not Gen X versus AI, it is Gen X with AI. Because the danger for Gen X is pride. I've always done it this way, I don't need that. These kids don't know anything. That attitude can turn experience into a museum, useful once, untouched now. And there is a danger on the other side too. If you depend on technology for every answer, you may never build judgment without it. The stronger combination is simple. Let AI give you options, then bring the human skills. Check the answer, diagnose the real problem. Improvise when reality changes, read the context, and own the final decision. AI can make information faster, but faster information does not remove the need for judgment, it increases it. Think back to Ray, the notebook in his pocket, the strange noise nobody else noticed, the question nobody asked. What changed right before this started? None of those things look impressive. That is the funny part. Practical intelligence rarely looks impressive while it is happening. It looks like pausing, listening, checking one more thing, knowing which rule can bend and which one cannot, seeing a problem before it becomes expensive and saying, hang on, something here doesn't add up. For years, those skills could look old-fashioned. especially in a world obsessed with speed. But now answers are becoming faster than ever, and that changes what becomes valuable. The advantage may no longer be knowing more answers, it may be knowing what to do with them. So if you are Gen X, do not compete with AI at being a search engine. You will lose. Use it. Let it be fast. Then bring the part built through years of mistakes, repairs, difficult people, bad plans, strange noises, and problems that never looked like the manual. Judgment, diagnosis, improvisation, context, practical decision-making. Those are not excuses to stop learning. They are the reason your experience still matters while you keep learning. Because the future may belong to people who know how to use AI. But when the answer on the screen meets a problem in the real world, someone still has to look at both and say, yeah, that's not going to work. And then figure out what will. If you are Gen X, tell me in the comments, what is one real-world skill you learned before the internet that you still use today?